welcome or welcome back to Life on the Fringe. Today we are looking at some Am I the Asshole posts. We did a video where we reacted to some R relationship advice posts. If you want to see that, you can click up here. And we didn't want to stop filming because it was fun to talk about other people. So we were doing some more unqualified advice. Am I the asshole? We're giving our opinions. AITA. Ada. For blowing up at my wife for going to her gender reveal appointment without me. This is for their baby.
Oh.
My wife and I are expecting our first baby together. We made an appointment to find out the gender of the baby. To me, this is very important. I had hopes for a boy. Unfortunately, the day of the doctor appointment, I had to attend my friend's birthday that I remembered last minute. I asked my wife if we could cancel the appointment and go another day, but she looked shocked that I even considered canceling the appointment and going to my friend's birthday. I said that I had no choice. She said canceling the doctor appointment was off the table because these appointments are restricted to specific time and date, and we can't miss it, so she'll go alone. I told her no because that'd be selfish of her. Besides, this would ruin the news of finding out if the baby is a boy or girl. She cut the discussion and told me to go to the birthday party. I did, and then later found out she didn't cancel the doctor appointment and went with her mom. I came home seething and blew up at her. I started arguing with her about going behind my back and doing this without me. And she said it wasn't her fault I prioritized a party over my child. I told her I didn't prioritize anything. She literally could have canceled and we could have went another day. But clearly she was trying to steer the fight to a direction where I looked like the neglectful and irresponsible one. We fought some, and then she said I'm probably angry with her because it's a girl, but I responded that she was wrong. She went outside the room claiming I was stressing her out and now acts like I owe her apology on top of everything else. But I feel upset and like I was deceived by her.
Yeesh, this sounds like such an us fight.
Really?
There are a lot of elements in this. The whole like him thinking too much about being pinioned as the victim or whatever, or the not the victim, the enemy.
You feel pinged as the enemy, or you think I'm the enemy?
I think we do that to each other.
Oh.
But I think in this situation, and sometimes with our own, there are faults on both sides.
I disagree. I think he's an asshole.
I think he's more of the asshole.
I think he's almost 100% the asshole.
No, there's a moment in there.
All right, you give your piece.
So here's the part where I think the wife could have done maybe better.
Okay.
Was in cutting off the conversation about the party and telling him to go, and then going.
Mm-hmm.
I think, given that this is clearly important to him, he should have really understood had those consequences made very clear. With that being said, I don't understand the circumstances. Like, how can you not do both?
Here's my thing. Here's my take. I agree with you. I didn't catch that, but yes, you're right. I feel like she should have said, I'm going to go. There is no discussion.
Right.
You have to choose which you're going to go to. And then, I feel like he could go to the gender reveal appointment and maybe be a little bit miffed about rescheduling. But here's the thing, to me. I'm kind of with the wife in that I don't understand a scenario where a friend's birthday party is as important as the doctor appointment for the child.
Right. He didn't say best friend, did he?
He just said friend.
Yeah.
And there's no but this is written by it's written by the guy. So he could have put in all these details.
Right. Like, this is my good friend from childhood.
He's coming for the weekend. He lives far away. He's turning 40. It's a big deal.
But even then, it would take a lot for...
That's what I'm saying. He'd have to not be around most of the time.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's dying. There are so few extenuating circumstances that would make it so that the going to the appointment is less important than the birthday party.
Right.
And I don't think, in terms of rescheduling, I don't know where this guy got his idea about how easy it is to reschedule doctor's appointments.
Not during COVID.
Not during COVID, which this was posted today,
Right.
5 hours ago. So not
so even outside of the
outside of the pandemic,
yeah,
it's a freaking nightmare to make an appointment. And I feel like his wife is right in that, like, you have to, like, get the ultrasound, like, after a certain point, so they couldn't have scheduled it any sooner. And they are hard to schedule. And if he was so, like, hurt about it, I feel like he could have asked if he could reschedule it. It shouldn't fall on the wife, certainly, if it's your friend's birthday party to reschedule it. Because I hate making appointments. So if I've already made an appointment, we're going.
No. There's no way that... And he values this reveal so much that he's getting all upset and everything.
But how much, though? Because he didn't go.
He went to the friend's birthday party.
Exactly.
So... he made his bed and he slept in it.
And he forgot the friend's birthday anyway. Like,
right.
Leading up. They scheduled the appointment without knowing. I just can't even see a scenario where, like, oh, my friend's birthday, like when you're making the appointment, my friend's birthday party is this day.
Right.
Again, unless they're, like, coming into town, I can't see it. And even if they are coming into town, are they only there for 2 hours? Like, the appointment is not that long.
Yeah, it's not. It's an ultrasound. So what's it going to be? An hour and a half? You're not at this party? And then... how awesome is this party that it only lasts an hour and a half?
I don't know.
Or that you can meet up with the friend afterwards. Was this...
Maybe he was going out of town for the friend's birthday. Maybe the birthday party is in 4 hours
Another
away.
city. Yeah, okay.
And, like, all your friends are meeting up.
That sounds like more reason to turn it down.
I could see it being a disappointment. If it's 4 hours away and you were going to drive there, drive back, just go for the day, see all your friends you don't get to see, celebrate the party. I get why that would be hard to miss. It's still not worth missing the appointment. So we agree. He's an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole. I just don't think both are blameless. There are some things.
I think that this is the issue I see with a lot of, like, older couples, is this just, and not just older, I guess, but most of the couples that are in long-term relationships I know are older than me. But one thing that I do see is, like, they're like, fine, you pick the restaurant. Fine, you blah, blah, blah. And then they're just angry about it. I agree. I think that's not a productive way that the wife handled the situation. But she's also pregnant.
Yeah.
She's hormonal. Like, it's a very valid time to not be the most pragmatic person in an argument.
Yep.
And that's another thing. Is, like, she's vulnerable. She probably wanted him to be there. And that's probably why she was so angry that he wasn't there. Because ultrasounds, like, yeah, they're excited about the gender, but it's also, like, is the baby healthy?
Right. This is where you can get some bad news from ultrasounds.
Any doctor's appointment while you're pregnant can be a very positive thing or a very bad thing. And for her to, like, go there without him, to me, as if I were in the wife's position, you'd be sleeping on the couch. Or I might stay with my mom. Like, I would be so furious.
Yeah, notice she brought her mom instead. Like, that's the next highest person in the emotional ladder.
Yeah.
If not the highest person.
Right, exactly. So, if I were in her position, this would be a long-lasting faux pas on the husband's part. Like, you're not... he posted this 5 hours ago. He's probably not out of the doghouse for probably 2 more years. At least.
Yep.
Until the baby can sleep through the night, he's in the doghouse. This thread has been locked by the moderator.
Uh-oh, drama.
People can't comment.
Well, sometimes this happens because somebody's making up stuff. It depends on the situation.
My bet is that it got locked because some of the comments were probably pretty nasty towards the guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the same story.
Yeah. This one is locked. It's only been up for, like I said, 5 hours, and the moderator has locked the comments.
Wow.
I think it's probably because he...
Well, are they still up, the comments?
No.
Yes?
Be civil. This message is your warning. That's what it says.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems like most people agree with us. With this one. What is left, they agree, but they're not being very civil about it. Hopefully we're being pretty civil.
Yeah. I don't think that this is a no point of return or anything, or that... Because...
They are having a kid together.
Yes.
They're married. It takes a lot for it to be a not point of return.
Yes, that's true. They are committed to one another.
It's just very committed.
Yes. And so stupid stuff like this happens, and he'll learn from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. How civil can you be when he's asking if I'm the asshole? You're the asshole! Be civil!
Exactly. So what would you say this guy should do?
Do time turners exist?
Apologize. And stop being upset that she wants you to apologize.
Yeah. Give in, definitely. You are you made more mistakes.
Yeah. And I probably, since you're already kind of in the doghouse, wouldn't bring up the other mistakes at this moment.
Right.
Maybe bring it up at a different time. Preferably when she's not pregnant.
And don't miss any other events.
Yeah, no missing the other appointments.
Other appointments for a friend's birthday party.
For any reason, really.
Right. Because now, not only have you shown that you really value this process, but you know your wife does too, so you both should be involved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I can't go to my graduation. I have to go to my friend's birthday party. Sorry, can't go to my baptism. I have to go to a friend's birthday party.
Right. Oh, the first birthday. Ah, my friend's born on the same day. I have to miss it.
Oh, my friend's birthday party.
Okay, one more and then we'll call it good. We can only get through 2 of these. We talk too much.
It's so fun.
Okay. WIBTA. My buddy Callan was supposed to get married to his ex-fiancée, Kaylee. Should we put names?
It helps.
Okay.
They're strangers.
All right.
They might have already altered the names.
This is true. Okay. They were together for 4 or 5 years and they seemed like a perfect couple in love, happy, always doing sweet things for each other, etc. We always joked that they were relationship goals. Doesn't that just jinx relationships? Don't you feel? Whatever. So everyone was shocked when Kaylee called us last week, frantically asking if we knew where Callan was. He just didn't come home from work that day. No warning, no nothing. I don't know what went down, but a couple of days ago, Kaylee makes a post that the wedding is off, but there's still going to be an unwedding party and reception because it's too late to get the money on the refunds.
Oh, that sucks.
Immediately after, Callan started messaging all of us, upset, asking if we're going. Apparently, he was going through something, but wanted to stay together, and Kaylee broke up with him instead. Now he's devastated. He's furious that we're thinking of partying when that will just be a hard day for him, and he needs support. Our friends are split. The way I see it, I already took the time off for the wedding, our cabins are already booked, and I don't know if we can get refunds. We already bought new clothes for the wedding, and we were looking forward to a romantic weekend away in the mountains. It sucks that Callan is heartbroken, but he kind of brought it on himself. Plus, Kaylee has upgraded the cash bar to an open bar.
Oh, tempting.
But my other friends think that since we're his friends first, we should be there for him when he's going through a hard time, even if it's his own dumbass fault. And that we'll be responsible if he harms himself while we're partying and drinking. They say we should use the time off to do something nice with him instead.
Would I be the asshole? That's what it is. They're looking for input.
Oh, in the future.
In the future.
In the future.
That's very distinct. Okay, got it.
So we can make an impact.
Yes.
Because they posted this today.
Here we go.
Okay. My thoughts? It would be the asshole thing to do to go to the reception.
Yes.
especially if you're on his side, like, of the thing. I guess it is very complicated. 4 or 5 years. You probably have mutual friends. You know, it is hard in a breakup, and I don't really agree with taking sides in breakups.
But there are sides.
Yeah, it depends. But in this scenario, I feel like he needs some more support than you need to go to a romantic weekend.
Right.
You know?
Like,
it's a little selfish to be like, oh, but there's an open bar.
Our cabins, though.
That to me is a little bit less because you paid for the cabins. But to be like, oh, but there's an open bar, and, you know, we're going to go party. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially when, like, apparently there's a concern
that he'll harm
himself. I don't know. Should you drink with your... Is this the same guy? Should you party with your friends or, like, be there for your friend?
Yeah, this is not... I don't think it's negotiable here. You gotta be there for the friend.
Yeah, I just...
Especially if it's, like, questionable why they broke up, or...
Yeah, it seems like... Because at first I was like, oh, well, she got left.
Right. That sucks.
Then you can go to the thing.
Right.
If he left her and he's fine, yeah, go to the party. But it seems like he had something happen where he needed some time and he kind of disappeared.
Right.
But he came back, didn't think they were going to break up over it, and then she left him a week before the wedding. It seems like he is the victim. That's the impression I'm getting from this post. It seems like he's the one that got broken up with.
Right, and now she's just having a party. Wow. That's like...
I mean, it's possible that maybe she is the one, maybe he left her or something.
Yeah, there's some questions about the breakup that I think are relevant to it, but the only way that you find that out...
is by hanging out with him.
Yeah.
So, maybe the solution is, like, hang out with him now, try to figure out if he was dumped or not, and then make a decision. But in general, like, even if he's the one that left her, it probably was a significant choice and breakup either way, because they were gonna get married and they've been together 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people don't just bounce back from that. Like, when I've broken up with significant relationships that were headed towards marriage in the past, like, even though I ended things, I was a wreck, you know? And I feel like they're even closer, like, they're weeks away maybe from getting married. Like, I bet he's a wreck. Even if he ended it, because it had to be something horrific if he ended it a few weeks before the wedding.
Right.
Because I could see, like, the way this is written, that maybe he was like, we should put off the wedding, but I don't want to leave you. And she's like, well, no, it's wedding or we're not together anymore. And then he had to be like, well, then we're not together because he wasn't ready for whatever reason. Something came up. That's still a hard position for him to be in.
Yep.
And that, to me, seems like maybe what had happened.
Yeah.
So unless he's, like, skipping around, like, happy that he's not getting married, I feel like you have a responsibility to be there for him. Just like she has, like, if you were her friend first, you would have a responsibility to go to the party and support her.
Right.
This is one of those times where you do kind of have to pick a temporary side for the comforting side part of it.
That's it. What do the comments say?
This one says, no, what WTF are you going through that you couldn't even call or text the person you were supposed to marry? Clearly the excuse wasn't good enough if she broke up with him anyway. Enjoy the open bar.
Ooh, ouch.
I just don't know if I agree with that. Like, as someone with mental health issues, I have definitely ghosted people when I was going through something really rough.
Right.
And it didn't matter what else was happening because I just shut down. and I've had like friends like call people to check up on me and have had wellness checks in the past for things like this. So I don't think that there is no reason why that they maybe didn't text or call. They could have not been able to. If they're having a panic attack or something, or whatever, there are a lot of reasons why you can't call or text. Even if it's not something as like up front as a panic attack. If you're having a lot of intrusive thoughts, you might not be able to call or text. A severe depressive episode, you might be stuck in, I don't know. Whatever. This one assumed he's cheating. Why? Where in that did you get that?
Obviously, he's cheating.
I think this is another problem with these types of things, is people just kind of assume. We don't know anything about why they broke. I don't even know. I mean, I know why it matters, but we don't know. It's weird to speculate.
They start to fill the void of we don't know isms with things.
Just, they are horrible.
Right.
So that you can get away with doing whatever you want to get away with.
Right.
He either cheated or panicked or hid away.
How is that true?
So many people think that he cheated. Did you get that from the post?
No, not at all.
NTA. Okay, this is about mental health. NTA. Replying about the responsible if he harms himself while they're partying and drinking. This person says, nope. Callan had ample opportunity to prevent the breakup in the first place by getting himself therapy to help him through whatever he was going through, instead of pulling a disappearing act. If he still hasn't figured out that, maybe he should look into that before he F's anything else up for himself. That's on him. Besides, if other people have already decided they'd rather hang out with him than do Kaylee's thing, clearly you don't need to worry about him being alone. So what's the problem with you making a different call here?
Well, that's an assumption. There's an assumption that he has his support network already with him. I don't think I got that from the message.
Or healthcare that covers mental health. That's not always included in healthcare coverage.
Right.
And had time to make an appointment, because when I started therapy, we had to wait months. It was months before from the time I called to make an appointment to the time I had an appointment.
Right.
So, and it also, even if he is seeking help, that doesn't mean he wouldn't have bad days.
Right, yeah.
I've been in therapy for 2 years. My low point for this recent bout was while in therapy. Pepper. My low point was while I was in therapy. So he could be getting help, and it still be a bad time.
Yeah.
And so people are saying, so in the comments, I guess he said that, the original poster said that Callan has not given any straight answers to anyone about, the breakup. Here's the thing. If it's, a mental health issue, I don't know how much I'd be sharing with, a wide group of people either. Or even if it wasn't, and it was some other thing. I don't know that I would do, a grand statement about why we broke up. I don't know that is necessary.
Right.
And it might be better to do it in person. And he might be trying to come to terms with what happened. So I don't know. And even if, again, he is the bad guy, I just feel like it's very rare that people are, exclusively the bad guy in relationships and breakups.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know. It seems weird you wouldn't provide support. Anyhow, leave your thoughts on these topics down below, or leave things you want us to talk about in the future down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our content, click subscribe, ding the bell button so when we post. Most importantly, I hope you have a wonderful day. Be kind.
Bye.